What's going on, everyone? The Trade Baron here with your daily breakdown on the Nasdaq. Let's see what happened today. I ended up waking up pretty close to the open here. Let's see, we got the 2 minutes set up already. Okay, great. All right, I ended up waking up pretty close to the market open here. I knew news was coming out at 9 o'clock. We had the news at 7:30 and we had the news coming out at 9 o'clock. I really don't like trading before the news, and if I do trade before the news, I'm out before that position. But before the news comes out, I'm out of that position before the news really comes out. So let's see what we had here. We ended up having a little bit of a move that came up right here. This was a bit too early to take this up again, but again, I was up around this time. So I had missed this trade. This could have possibly been a viable trade, but things had moved down quite a bit. And if anything, I would want to take a continuation after this, after a green dot had came in, basically after it tried to go back up and then failed. So we have a perfect example of that, where this right here happens, where it was going down, going up and up and up and up. That green dot comes in on that 5 minute. It's perfect because the market opens right up right here. And it looked like it was going to go up, and then just gave all of this right here. Just gave it all back and then closed beneath that 2 minute. And I ended up taking this one short. Now, mind you, we've got news in 22 minutes from here. So the way I had played this was I had got out about right here. It was price was going down, down, down. And then once this started to come back, I was just okay with that, and I was perfectly content to not take another trade after until the news had came. So that was how I had played this today. But if we were just following the rules here, here we go, and news had came out right there. It was a big dud. I mean, you couldn't tell me if you were looking at this chart right now where the news candle was. It's right here. Huge dud on that red folder. This trade was still going down. You've got that green dot coming in on the 2 minute. Basically, you get stuck into a consolidation right here. You can tell how it looks on the MACD on the 5 minute right here. But we are looking to take this up because it's gone really, it's pretty overextended down here. Now, this doesn't mean that it can continue down. I would just expect it to look a certain way if it's going down. And after that, we have a break above the high. So we know this isn't going down, and this is essentially where we would have got taken out if we were still in this trade. So you could say this, if we were doing this algorithmically, this is about 7 points right here, where it just takes you out right there when it closes above that. 7 points from that original trade. You were up at one point, almost 100, so that's quite a bit to give back. Somewhat frustrating to have that happen, but I mean, what else are you going to do? How are you going to call that as a bottom? You're just going to take the profit when it's there, and are you going to do that every time? Because then you'll miss out on other trades. If you take it when it's at 50 points, you're going to miss out on trades that go 100. You take it when it's at 100 points, you're going to miss out on trades that go 150. Take it at 150, you're going to miss out on the trades that go 200. So it really just depends on how you want to approach the market and approach those things. This right here was my risky trade, but I was basically banking on this right here, that green dot coming in on the 5 minute. I wanted to jump in right here, but I told myself just wait for its close above this 2 minute high. So I ended up just doing that, and this trade went pretty good. I mean, it just kept going and going and going. Me personally, I ended up jumping out about right here-ish. Was it right there? Or was it like 75? Because I got out of this one for like this. So the other one might have been right here. So about right there. And then this one, maybe I got out. Maybe it was a little bit lower than that. Maybe it was this. And take that back. Maybe it was around 75. Because I closed out. Yeah, I closed out for about 115, 120 points for today. But the reason that I did this, the only reason that I did this today was because I had to pick my kid up from school. I had to pick her up at, I had to leave the house around like 11-ish. So I just didn't want to get caught in a trade, and I didn't want this to come back against me. My fear on what was going to happen was, you can see that swing low was right here. So I was waiting for some time, and this was going up and up and up. I was just like, I don't want this to come back right now and then take me out for here. and then I have to wait for another green dot, red dot, whatever, to get into a better trade and then continue that up. So the money was just kind of there, and I took it and I was done. I wasn't necessarily happy that I did that, because the day could have been much better. But this trade was just going and going. You see, it didn't close above any or below any of these swing lows until about right there. So my trade that went to 75 actually went to 200. So yeah, so far. So for the day we got, what is this? It was 7 originally, because I had moved this from where it was originally at. 1 second here. This was about right there. Yeah, so 7 points. We'll just remember 7 points. Come on, 7 points. Come on, 7 points. Here we almost there. 7 points. Good enough. All right. And right here. 201, but we're not going to do that. Come on. Let's get 200 right there. 200. 200. Good enough. All right. 207 points for the day. We would have taken this one short right here. This was kind of a bit late to the party, because you can see this move kind of started right over here, and you're jumping in a little bit here. But again, this one was a little bit late too. This one was risky, but it was okay to take, honestly. So you could have taken this trade right here, and that would have been a negative 32 points, and the next trade would have came in. This was actually a continuation of this one going down. Not the best one, but it was definitely a trade you could have taken right here, and that one would have resulted in another loss right here. So that would have been about 100 points negative at this point. After this trade right here, our next trade would have been this one. This one was a little bit late jumping in, but I mean, it lines up. I mean, you can jump into this trade. So here we go, throw this one right here. This would have been a long going up, and what that would have looked like was you getting out about right there for just a little bit, 8 points. So take that off the negative 100 there, and you would be at negative 92 with the positive 207. Yeah. All right, let's see. And this one right here, taking this one short. This one wouldn't be in the best position to take it short, because you can see right here on that 5 minute, that darker histogram right here. This is really the start of the move. You really want to get it closer to that 0 before you would want to take it. So yeah, you could have avoided this one. Even if you took it, you still would have been in the profit. And then this one right here, it's getting really, really close to that 1400. You could have taken this. This would be the last trade of the day for someone like me. I don't like trading past that 1400. And this trade right here lines up really well. It's getting close to that 0, as well as getting that cross on the 2 minute. Lines up really well, but then it kind of went into consolidation right here. Never really broke past these highs. And around 1400, I probably would have just called this. So about right there. I mean, break even. Fuck it. You know, if it was going down and then came back up this much negative, just come back right here and then start going up again, I definitely would have just called it right there. So overall for today, let's tally up what we got. All right, our tally for today is 115 points. Pretty good, honestly. We didn't talk about this disaster that could have happened right here at the end, but this is really, really, pushing it to the limit right here. Again, at top step, you need to be closed about right here. So to just kind of take a trade, I mean, let's just mark that vertically so you can see what I'm talking about right here. Your trades need to be done by there. So if we are looking right here, I mean, it's just going, and you've got, you know, how many minutes left is this? 10 minutes. You've got 25 minutes here. You've got 25 minutes to make something happen. This is some real desperate stuff if you're jumping into this trade. This could have been a whole bunch more if you really wanted to jump into something like this. I mean, another 250 points onto that 115. But again, I couldn't justify doing this, you know. You can say that, yes, it's there. I mean, take a look right here on the 5 minute. Getting close to that MACD on the 0 right here. You've got the cross happening at the same time. We've got two crosses. You know, this is the play that we're looking for. But come on, guys. I mean, be honest. Why would you take this? Why would you take this with 25 minutes to make something happen? You know what I mean? Especially after we've just been doing this, you know, I mean, and this happened right here. I mean, you even here we were just consolidation. Then we got this consolidation, and then this right here, 25 minutes before the close. This is what we're jumping into. No, I don't think so. So I left that trade off of there, and I'll leave that at 115 points. But yeah. Make sure to check me out, The Trade Baron, on all social media platforms. I do daily recaps on the Nasdaq. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff.